Okay. Let's see here. I guess now I feel awkward. All right. All right, so this is gonna be the first episode that is public. Well, actually, that's not true. I'll make the other video public as well, but it's not gonna be as meant to be public, I guess I should say. Either way. Okay. Really quickly, I guess I'll just welcome everybody who is watching the video to our D&D game. We're just here to have fun, play a little D&D online. It's all loosey-goosey. We're not... I homebrew a lot of stuff, so it's not like a strictly following every rule and whatnot. And then, yeah, so my name is Danny. I'm the Dungeon Master. Since this is technically going to be the first meant to be public video, I want you guys to reintroduce your characters and yourself as well, to kind of associate you with your character for the audience. We'll start with Tony.
I'm Tony. I'm a half-elf named Amai. A very beautiful young half-elf. And she'll probably kick your ass, just saying. Okay,
all right.
Next?
Very good. Draco?
I'm Will. I play Draco Naval, a dragonborn rogue. Yep.
You're also a black dragonborn.
Yeah, black dragonborn.
Okay. And then Dallin.
Yo, what's up? My name's Dallin. I play Feocius Depland. He's this small little pale gnome wizard. And he's just super creepy, but he gets the job done.
Cool. Thank you very much for doing that, guys. Yeah. So we're just gonna play this as if no one's watching, really. But if you, the audience, have any questions at all, please leave it in the comments, or any suggestions for how we format or order things, kind of the administrative stuff for this video series. Just leave it in the comments and we'll read them. Anyways, we'll get right into the recap of the last time we played. All right. When last we left our adventurers, you had defeated the hungry direwolf pack on your way towards Eastbourne, with some minor injuries to the body and strain to some of your relationships. But moving forward with intent, you quickly made your way to the eastern town of Eastbourne, initially an outpost for the Royal Esnian military. Now, as more families moved out to be with their loved ones, it has become a small town. Soon after arriving, you guys discovered that your 8th member, Damien, was missing in the residual mines. After searching the mines, you found Damien in a common mining chamber, where you encountered 2 Cyclops. Luckily, both were either asleep or put to sleep. Unfortunately for Damien, he was severely dehydrated and unconscious. You brought him back to be tended to. In town, just after dusk, is where we left off, with Amai walking away from Feocius in the lantern-lit streets. And that is where we will pick up. Feocius, you are left alone in the street. It is just past dusk, and you hear what sounds like a town guard. Or actually, it sounds like several town guard behind you, as one sounds like it's running up behind you pretty close. You hear him call out, "Sir, I must insist that you return to your living quarters immediately. It is too dangerous outside at night."
Okay. Thank you.
Good night, sir.
Good night.
And he immediately runs back to the group of the other ones, and you see as several other towns guards that he's heading back to are all meticulously checking every house for every window and door, make sure it is secure and locked. And they're moving from house to house along the street.
Yeah, I'll go back to the tavern and meet up with my boys.
Okay. In the tavern, there's not many people in the tavern other than your company. Matter of fact, your company is the largest, makes up most of the people in the entire tavern. Currently, we didn't go through you guys getting rooms, but I just assumed it last time. So yeah. There are only 3 rooms available out of this tavern. There are 5 total, but 2 were taken. So I believe that means most of you guys have to double up, and maybe one room has to be 3 people. But yeah.
I will always have my own room, so if you want to roleplay that, we can.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Okay. Thanks.
All right, so we'll go with this. Theosius orders the rooms, and there's only 3.
So, Draco, do you want to room with, what's his name? Koetsu again?
Yeah, I'll room up with Koetsu.
Alright, I give them a key.
Okay.
I guess me and, Raishan and Stacy will room in one room together. Amai, you can stay with,
Muriel. Yeah.
Muriel.
Yeah, whatever you want. His name is Muriel, but you guys can say however you want to say it.
You can room with Muriel.
Muriel. My name is Muriel. Yeah.
Oh, my bad. You can room with Muriel, Amai.
It just says it again.
I prefer to have my own room.
We do not have that luxury at this point, I'm sorry.
Okay, if you want to put 2 in that bedroom, that's fine. I will figure out a way to get my own place to stay for the night.
Alright. Feel free. We'll leave at dawn again.
Alrighty. Can I see the door to the 2 other bedrooms?
Can you see the doors to the other bedrooms that are not already taken by other people?
Yes.
You sure can, yeah.
Most walk up to them.
So this is actually I'll describe a little more. This is a 2-story inn and tavern. All the bedrooms are on the 2nd floor, but you can easily see the other bedrooms that aren't in use, or that aren't taken by your company.
Alrighty. I would like to go to one of the other doors.
Okay.
And I shall knock. See if anyone's inside.
Alright. You knock on the door, and you don't really hear anything inside.
So no one inside?
Presumably.
I'll go to the other one and I'll knock again.
Okay. You knock again on the 2nd door, and you hear what sounds like a larger person kind of like shuffle a little bit, and you hear how like each step they take kind of like creaks the floor. And they come to the door, they open it a little bit, and you see somebody who's looking from above the top like left corner of the door down towards you. He's like, "Can I help you?"
Hello, I'm Amai. Who are you?
What's it to you?
You want to make some money real quick?
I'm not interested.
How much do these rooms cost?
They cost like, I don't know, probably only like 5 copper each.
5 copper each? So, and 1 gold is like 10,000 copper or something like that?
1 gold is 100 copper.
100 copper. Okay, then I'll offer him, I'd be like, I'll give you handsome 2 gold for this room for the night.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
With advantage. I always like me some advantage. Skills. Persuade. Nope, that's 11.
11. Make it 10.
Oh, I don't know if I can make it 10. I can make it 5 though. How much did you pay for this room? 5 copper? For 5 gold in return? Know how much booze I could buy you here? You look like a big fellow. Looks like you would like to drink a little bit. How
There's
about
not.
this?
There's nowhere else to stay in town. I need this room.
You need this room. You said you want 10 gold?
Say that again?
You said you want 10 gold for this room?
Yes, 10 gold.
Okay, I'll give you 10 gold for the room.
Okay. And he opens the door further, kind of expecting to see the money.
Yep, I give him the money.
All right. And he grabs a leather, duster coat, puts it over his big body. He is a rather large half-orc man. And that he grabs other equipment he has in there. And you see him pull out a crossbow and what looks like a luggage bag of some kind. Almost like a large briefcase or something. And he kind of shuffles out and lets you take the room.
Alright. After I have the room, I'm just gonna unlock the door and go downstairs and tell him that I'm staying in this room.
All
They'll
right.
probably ask me for some more money.
Who are you
Well,
telling? Who are you telling?
The tavern owner or the barkeep?
Okay, they seem kind of confused, but they're like, "Oh, okay."
Alright. And then, how late is it?
Right now, it's not late. It's only like 5 p.m., 6 p.m. maybe.
Yeah. Alright, then I guess. By the way, I haven't been keeping track of this because we really haven't talked about it. Is how much money I'm spending on drinking every night.
Well, most nights you're not even in town, so I don't know.
Yeah, but when I am.
This would be the first time you're in town for the last week.
For the
Probably
next week.
when you were in Nave, you probably spent only like maybe a gold's worth, and then here, this is your first night, so we can keep track of it now, I guess.
Alrighty. I would just like a bottle of, not the best wine, but like half decent wine.
Okay. Let me go check the cellar real quick, and the bartender leaves and comes back with an unlabeled bottle of wine. He's like, I can give you this for 10 gold.
10 gold? Why so pricey?
It's not very easy to come by out here. We're pretty far east and right next to the wastelands, so almost no one comes this way.
Alrighty, understandable. And 1 platinum is 10 gold, right?
Is it? I think so.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'll just give him 1 platinum.
Okay. He's like, thank you very much.
Can I have a glass to take this to my room, please?
Of course. He's like, you can keep the glass. He hands it to you.
Alright, yeah, then I'll just go up to my room and chillax until someone needs me. For the
All
rest
right.
of the night.
Okie dokie. As for the rest of you guys, and I mean, I guess all of you would notice this, but you guys all noticed that now that it's after dusk, all the windows, including in your rooms, they're all padlocked shut. And all the doors. Any egress to the outside is padlocked shut.
I'd like to ask the barkeep about that.
All right.
Hey, why do you have the locks on all the windows? I saw some guards out there earlier too, telling everybody to get off the streets.
Oh yeah, that is because we have been having some issues lately. There's been some large beasts roaming through the streets looking for something. They keep trying to get into houses, but they don't seem very intelligent. Well, they're intelligent because they're obviously working together somehow, but they don't have the means to get into houses. But we just want to be safe, you know, because they're trying to get into houses.
They're looking for something?
Yeah, they've been coming every night for like a week.
How long has the Damien been missing?
A week.
Yeah, I thought so. Well, thank you. And I go sit down with like Damien and all the others.
Damien is still being healed or tended to in the church.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Yeah.
With just like Draco and everybody.
Okay.
Oh, Draco. By the way, this letter came in from your sister. Got to give it to you earlier.
Oh, from my sister.
Yes.
Alright. I just take the letter.
Anyways, I should probably tell you guys that there's a little monster problem here. I'm sure it's nothing terribly bad, but they've just been looking for something ever since Damien disappeared. So,
What
I
kind
don't
of
know.
monsters?
I couldn't tell you. They've just been trying to get into houses or something a week ago.
The
But,
barkeep kind of speaks up and is like, because you guys are only like maybe 10 feet away from the bar right now.
Yeah.
He says, they're like large wolves, but they're not wolves. They have a large like scorpion tail type thing. I don't know, some kind of weird beast from the waste, I presume, but who knows?
Stinger dogs.
That's I like that name.
Anyways. Hey, I'm great at coming up with names. Come up with so many already. Anyways, these stinger dogs have been scouring the town every night ever since Damien disappeared, and they've been like trying to get into houses and things. I don't know what they're looking for or anything, but I think I can assume that Damien opened a bigger can of beans than he was expecting.
So do you think they're looking for Damien?
I don't know if they're looking for Damien or for something that Damien released or something like that. Either
Well,
way,
something we'll have to ask him tomorrow.
yeah, I assume he should be safe for the night. I presume that the church follows the same safety standards as the rest of the town. Anyways, Muriel, I guess we'll be bunking instead of Amai and you.
Oh. Okay, sure.
Yeah. Anyways, I should probably head off to bed. Be ready at dawn. Once they open the doors and everything, we'll be out.
Okay.
Alright. And then I head up to bed.
Okay.
Can I roll my hit dice tonight?
Can you spend a hit dice?
Yeah. Wait, I can only spend one hit dice a night?
No. You can spend as many hit dice as you have, as much as you want, but when you take a long rest, you only gain like one hit dice back. You gain half
So-
rounding down. And since you're level 3,
wait,
you only get one.
long rest for you is a week or a day?
A long rest is 1 day.
Okay, yeah. I always think of one.
A full rest is what you're thinking of, which is what makes you heal up already. Because the full rest is what lets you like heal all your abilities and all your things.
Yeah.
You guys were just traveling for a week, so I mean, yeah, you would probably need a couple days rest if you really wanted to get a full rest.
Oops. I don't know what that's for.
A death save?
Okay. I didn't mean to do that. You gotta give me a hit dice for next one.
Yeah, okay. Hold on, how many hit dice did you have?
I had 2, spent 2,
Okay.
so I should have 1.
Yeah, after you guys go to sleep. Alright. So what is everyone else doing? Is everyone going to bed or?
From my window, can I see the church where Damien's at?
Your room window?
Yeah.
You can, yeah.
Okay. I'd like to just kind of sit by the window and watch until the monsters come.
Okay. Let's see here.
I also probably wouldn't have any knowledge of this, because I would just been in my room. If the soldiers or whatever came upstairs to like padlock the windows or the card keep, I would have let them.
All the room windows are automatically, but they just leave them locked pretty much all day long, so you'll be fine. You might think it's weird when you see it, but I don't know. Okay. So you guys all find your rooms. Everyone kind of falls asleep eventually, except Draco. You stay up pretty late, and eventually it feels like you might be staying up too late if you're planning to leave in the morning. It's probably like 1 in the morning by now. You haven't seen anything. Would you like to keep waiting, or do you want to go to bed? Or do something else?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep waiting.
Okay. Eventually, I would say another 45 minutes of waiting. You... How do I get this? There we go. You find... Or you see a creature in the distance. It's down the street where you're looking towards the temple or towards the church. But it is not like looking at the church. You see as one crosses the street and then another one and another one, and they seem to be walking in a line, almost like they're moving with purpose to a certain place. They kind of just cross your field of view in the street and then go to another side street.
Alright.
Let's see here. If I share this with everybody, it would probably, if this right here, if this circle is the church, and this circle is the tavern, you would see them move probably right like this, right across the street that way.
What's over there?
Just some buildings. You haven't done a whole lot of exploring around town yet. You guys have just been in a town, out of town, then back into town, and then locked into the tavern. As far as you're aware, you're not sure. Just buildings, as much as you know.
How late is it at this point now?
Quite late. It is maybe almost 2 in the morning.
Alright,
Is-
I'm gonna
moon is past halfway, I guess you could say.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get some sleep then.
Okay.
After seeing that.
So you close your curtains and you lay down in bed. Let's see here. Just real quick, you got the letter from your sister, right?
Yeah, no, I did see that.
Okay, did you get a chance to read it?
Yeah, I did read it.
Okay. So, you all eventually find your sleep. Skip some things I've already said. Draco, sleep is difficult to find. This is the first time in pretty much your entire life, at least before your incident with your family, that you've been so far away from your sister. As you lay there thinking of your sister and the letter she sent, you begin to think of your family. The good times, the bad times. You feel as tears well up in your eyes, and a single tear rolls down your cheek as you quietly drift off to sleep. Expecting a normal nightmare, you find yourself in a familiar place. The hidden clearing in the woods outside of Mirestone. In this open space, you see something that was not there before. It is a large set of stone stairs that lead straight up a steep mountainside. You look towards the top and see a person who is joined by a second person. You can't really make out any details, but you know it's your mother and father. What do you do?
I start to climb the stone stairs towards them.
All right. As you take your first step, you suddenly feel this kind of terror or impending doom. You feel as though you must get to the top immediately, but every step feels as though you weigh double your weight, and then the next double again. I need you to make a wisdom check. $18. You push, and you push, and you're making some headway, but the stairs are so tall and long. You're pushed back until you feel as though you are carrying the weight of a mountain on your shoulders. The wind begins to pick up dramatically. The clouds begin to turn gray. You feel a presence move past you. As you look up from struggling, you see a much older dragonborn. A black dragonborn that looks a lot like your father. He has a scar that goes from above his right eye straight down, ending at his jawline. He smiles at you. His smile doesn't feel like pity. It feels like love and understanding. I need you to make another wisdom check. $19. He reaches out to grab you. He reaches for your hand. What do you do?
I take it.
You take his hand. As you go for his hand, and you feel warmth emanating from his hand when you're not even touching him yet, but then your hand passes through him, and suddenly you wake up with a deep voice speaking the word repair in your ears. Your heart is racing. There is sweat drenched in your bed. And it is completely dark in your room, aside from a moonlight drifting through the curtains of your window. You only see the people who are supposed to be in your room. So you're not sure exactly where the sound or the voice came from.
So Kietsu's still asleep over there?
Oh yeah.
How late is it now?
There's no way to
Still
know.
night?
It's still dark out, so the sun hasn't risen yet. So it's probably sometime between I would say sometime between 2:30 and 5 or 6 a.m.
All right.
You do hear a slow, methodical scraping noise outside your window.
Do I see anything at the window?
From your bed, not really, no.
All right, I'm gonna get up and go to the window.
All right. As you get up, you hear the wood underneath your feet kind of creak a little bit. You walk towards the window and the scraping has stopped, you realize. You get to the curtains and you can already see the outline of a very large beast just sitting there outside your window on the roof. And then you hear a deep growl. Oh, it's really quiet. I don't know how to turn that up. There's a deep growl.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Then you hear as it jumps off the roof onto the ground, where you can see faintly two other silhouettes of other beasts sitting there in a row, all facing your window on the ground. They have yellow, glowing eyes.
Are these the same creatures I saw earlier?
Yes. I think I forgot to upload an image, but I can grab it real quick and share it with you guys. Just give me a second. Is this it? Okay. All right, I'll share it with everybody. Here we go. This is the creature you see outside, but they are all sitting facing you in a row, just waiting, not really doing anything.
Without stopping from looking from them, I'm gonna call over to Kyotsu.
Okay.
Kyotsu, wake up.
It takes probably a couple tries, but eventually he's like, huh? Oh my gosh, is it already time to go?
Shh. Come over here.
That's okay. And he kind of gets up, stumbles a little bit. Oh, and he kind of walks over. And he kind of like squints his eyes for a second, like he's like maybe seeing things. Open, kind of like peels open the curtain a little bit to see out. And he's like, what in Thadriel's name are those?
I don't know, but it was outside the window.
That thing? No way. That thing would break the freaking roof.
And then it jumped down and joined the others.
This thing's
It was
probably...
watching me.
What? Why?
I don't know.
my gosh. Okay, well, what do we do?
You go wake Feocius. I'm gonna keep my eyes on them.
Okay. And he kind of like quietly tiptoes out of the room, opens his door, and then goes to Feocius' room and then starts knocking. I'm assuming you'll. Okay. So you come to the door.
You just see like a bunch of messy hair. My
Okay.
hair is just a mess on top of my head. And I have like giant bags under my eyes. What?
We need you in our room immediately, sir.
Fine. And then I like put on some slippers and like trudge over to their room.
Okay. You get over there, and Kietsu and Draco are just both at the window, kind of glancing out.
What?
Come look at this.
I can't look through the window, I'm too short. Can you get a stool or something?
I just reach over and pick him up and put him in the windowsill.
Oh, this is... Alright.
He's like, I'm too tired to be manhandled like this.
Whatever. I look through the window.
Yeah, and you see the same exact thing.
What about it?
It was watching me through the window.
I'm sure that's just what it does. It'll be gone by morning, I'm sure.
But why is it sitting there watching us?
That's what it does. As far as I'm aware, at least. Yeah, we should. I think we're gonna try and leave in the morning if Damien's ready to go. And then they won't be a problem anymore.
And if they're still there in the morning?
Oh, well, then I guess we aren't allowed to leave, you know? The guards will take care of them.
Where are the guards? Shouldn't they find these? Aren't they
Oh,
patrolling?
I don't know where they are. I'm no captain. I'm sure they'll take care of it. Just go back to bed.
I don't know if I can.
Do you need to sleep in my room?
No. I'm just gonna watch them.
Well, if you're tired in the morning, not my fault. No sleeping in the carts, you know the rule.
Yes, I know.
Alright, we'll have a good time wolf watching and try and get some sleep.
I'll try. Good night.
Alright, good night.
All right. So you leave and head back to bed, and Draco and definitely Kietsa begin to just watch the wolves, watch the creatures outside. Is that what you're gonna
From
do,
the
Draco?
window?
Yeah.
Yeah. From the window, can I see if any of the guards that might be patrolling?
No, there are no guards. Matter of fact, even a lot of most actually, you don't even see any lanterns that are lit outside. So everything's lit by moonlight only, and you don't see any guards or anything.
Kyotsu, have you ever seen creatures like these?
No, never. I've been to the Western Wastes before, and I've never seen anything like this before.
What do you think they're doing?
Being creepy, I don't know. They're like watching us.
Specifically us.
Yeah. Do you think they were looking for us?
I hope not.
Yeah, I hope not too.
How long do you think till morning?
Well, probably 2 hours.
Are we gonna sit here and watch these for 2 hours?
Well, honestly, I don't need much more sleep other than I got, so I can for sure if I need to.
Alright, you watch them. I'm gonna try to get some sleep, like Fiosha said.
Okay, I'll watch them.
And I go back to bed.
All right, you go back to bed. Again, sleep's probably very difficult to find you, but eventually you find your rest. And everyone, everyone gets a long rest. Come morning time, you wake up and Quetzal is no longer sitting at the window, but there's daylight, or I guess not really daylight. You guys wake up probably pretty early, so it's like just barely dawn, like the sky is turning purple and then orange and stuff. But Kietsu's not longer in your room, and you can check the window, and the beasts are no longer there.
I go around and knock on everybody's doors to wake them all up.
Okay. So you got up pretty, like, first, essentially, Fiocious, and Kietsa would meet you outside, and you probably would do anything you guys did. And then now that it's time to wake everyone up, you go around, start one by one, waking everybody up, making sure they're getting ready to go and be ready in time.
Yeah.
Do you order any food for the company, or are you guys just gonna head out?
Sure, I'll get them food. Why not?
All right. With the party funds, you order a nice meal for everyone, and that gets prepared for while they're resting a little bit longer, and then you wake them up for it.
Yeah.
Eventually, everyone finds their way down the stairs and into the common area, where they can smell bacon, eggs, biscuits, bread, soup, all sorts of things, really.
See, Draco, told you it would be fine.
Maybe. Kietsu.
You got some... Go ahead.
Kietsu. Did they do anything last night?
No, they just watched us. They watched us till the first sign of sunlight, and then they left.
Where'd they go?
They headed back up towards the street, towards the temple, but didn't go to the temple. They just took a right and went south.
Am I gonna interrupt and ask who are you guys talking about?
Oh, we're talking about the beasts we saw last night out the windows.
What beasts?
Imagine a big dog, kind of like those dire wolves, yes, but imagine they have spikies on their back and a large scorpion tail.
Ooh.
And they have glowing eyes that are yellow. And they're also like really, really large. Yeah.
Okay. I'm guessing that's why the windows were locked last night.
Yes, that is what the barkeep told us after you had left. We were talking about it a little bit last night.
Alright. After I eat my food, I'm gonna leave and go down to find a place where I can go ahead and buy like paper and stuff to write a letter.
Okay. There is a general goods market area, which is right here. That is like the general market stalls area, most of which are just barely being set up. The stalls and the buildings that have businesses inside are just barely like either not open or about to be open, or some may have opened by now. But so you're really kind of the early bird gets the worm at this point. But yeah, You can find parchment and thing of ink and a quill.
Yeah.
Probably all together would cost like 1 silver.
Alrighty. And 10 silver is 1 gold.
Yes.
Alrighty. Alrighty. And I'm gonna go ahead and write that letter
Okay.
I sent you.
Yep.
And Theocius is the the party leader.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go speak to him and ask him about Damien. Do we know if Damien's healed yet?
No, I was going to just send you and Draco over, maybe Kiatsu.
Hmm.
To go check on him.
I'm writing my father a letter today, and I'm gonna pay someone to make it swift. Probably within the week. Hopefully.
We have a message bag. Wait, no, that's right. It only goes one way.
The message bag sends the message to like a hub, essentially. A hub in Stellaris that receives the magical mail. And then from there, they send either from there it gets sent to another magic bag if the recipient has one. If it doesn't, from there it gets sent by normal mail. If Amai was to put the magic bag, send the letter through the magic bag, it'd be at least 2 weeks before it got there, because from Stellaris to Inave is 2 weeks, but from here to Inave is only 1 week. So it probably would be better that he didn't use the bag. Or sorry, she didn't use the bag.
And I'm gonna pay someone to make this faster.
Alright.
So what I was gonna say is maybe we wait here a little longer, make sure Damien's completely healed, get all of us a couple more nights of good rest, and maybe even see if we can make some money hunting down those dogs, since everyone's here so scared of them.
Since who's so scared of them?
The town. Doesn't seem like guards are doing anything about them.
We'll see.
Maybe we can
We'll
make a little bit of money over here.
Let's just see how Damien's doing first. Just take Draco and Kiatsu, mail your letter on the way. Go check on him, okay?
Alrighty.
Alright. Tell me what happens.
Okay. Draco, Kiatsu. So we gotta go check on Damien.
Alright.
Okay.
And I'll let them know that I need to drop off this letter really quick to have it mailed.
Okay.
You're gonna drop off a letter?
Yes.
Would you mind waiting until I write a letter to my sister before you send yours off and we can send them together?
Sure.
Thank you.
Just so you know for sure, Draco, you can send your letter through the magic bag. It would get to her faster.
Oh, alright.
Because she lives in Stellaris, so...
Right, okay. Yeah, I'm trying to work on that right now. I'm still listening.
No, that's fine, man. Okay. So you guys kind of head out. Asking around, you do hear that there is a like a postal office box or a location at the barracks, or really it's a barracks, but technically it's more so like a fortress or a stronghold. And up there you can have it delivered.
Hello?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, the music stopped, so I thought something broke.
Oh no, I accidentally clicked it out. Oh wait, you know what? There we go. I'll fix it.
Alrighty. So you said like the place is like a big barracks?
Yeah. So you're gonna find your way up towards the stronghold or the barracks, and in there you find a kind of like a side room that is pretty utilitarian. It only has like a sign on it that says like postal service, or it says, really what it says is the Royal Postal Federation. And so you kind of head inside, and inside you see a go with a halfling fellow who has he has a name plate on his desk that says Gramben, and his last name is Gramben Fogstone.
Grabson Fogstone?
Gramben Fogstone. I posted it in the in-game chat if you want to see it there. Or I can also share it in Discord.
Okay. Alrighty, can I speak with him?
Yeah, he has a desk right there, and he's got a couple chairs in there as well, and so he seems like he's like not paying attention to you, kind of like he's busy almost, but presumably you can just come in and sit down and wait for him to, you know, address you, I guess.
Alrighty, yeah, I guess that's what I'm gonna do.
All right. You sit down, and he kind of finishes writing something really quickly and puts it away for a second to the side of his desk. He looks up to you and is like, and how may I help you?
Do you guys deliver letters from here?
We do, yes.
Alrighty. Well, I would like this letter delivered and returned with the reply returned in on fashionable time. Is that doable?
It's always doable, but the price is really what comes down to how fast it'll get back. Where is it going to be delivered?
To my hometown. I actually don't know the name of this off the top of my head.
It's a Nave.
Nave, yeah.
Nave, okay. And this is going to be sent to the postal location in the town? Or do you want sent to a specific place, like a farmstead or something?
Pacific place.
Okay. And how do we get there from Nave?
Can I just give him where I live?
Yeah, you can. I'm not going to have you like completely describe it. So you just tell him how to get to your house. He's like, okay, standard rate, probably gonna run you 3 gold, but if you want it done within, how soon do you want it back by?
Within the week.
Within the week. Okay. Whew. That's probably gonna run it to about 20 gold.
Can you do it even a little bit faster for another 5?
We could try. The real issue is horses only go so fast, and if one were to, say, die from exhaustion, that'd be kind of an issue. So we could try, but I can't make any promises.
Alright, I'll just pay you the 20 gold then.
Okay. Very good. And you'll be here, I presume? Or if not, I suppose we can hold on to the letter for you.
Yes, most likely I will be here.
Okay, very good. And so we will, I guess, just check back daily for it. Otherwise, do you live somewhere specific in town that we can bring you the letter?
I'm just staying at the tavern for now.
Okay,
Just traveling through.
we'll check the tavern then, and if you're not there, then I guess you just have to come get it from us. Okay.
You can also let Theosius know that he's short, really short now. Like, probably the shortest you'll find. And
Oh.
I'll start to get a little bit.
So we can deliver to Feocius for you in your stead?
Yes.
Okay, alright. In that case, we'll also look for him then. A short gnome. Presumably also staying at the inn?
Yep.
Okay. And he just like immediately gets back to whatever he was doing after you hand him the funds and the letter. Doesn't even acknowledge you.
Off to see Damien.
Okay. So you head outside, meet up with Kietza and Draco, who are waiting for you. And you guys head off to the church. Actually, I believe it's called the Chapel of Kamaria, I believe is what I named it specifically. But yeah, so it's just a temple of Kamaria. So you guys enter in the temple. Okay, so you walk in and you see an elderly woman kind of frantically tending to Damien. She sees you and hands off what she's doing to another woman who is obviously emotionally distraught as she's kind of helping everybody do what they're doing. So she's emotionally distraught. This older woman kind of walks up and says, I'm sorry, but Damien is getting worse. We don't really know what's going wrong, what's happening with him, but he's beginning to develop these abrasions all over his body. And she kind of shows you and points out these small scratch marks that are appearing on all over his body. And his veins, I've never seen anything like it. His veins are turning a blackish color. I wish we had a magic healer, but he was our only one. If I'm being honest, if I had to guess, I'd say he has some kind of magical disease or curse or something. We need to find a cure for it if we want to stop it from spreading in his body. Otherwise, I fear he might die soon. Otherwise, I'm afraid we are doing what we can to slow it, but it's getting worse. You were the ones that found him specifically, right?
Yes.
Okay. Have you seen this symbol before? And she shows you a mark that is on Damien's forearm. It's at a very odd angle. Like it's not like doesn't look like a tattoo that was like put there on purpose. It seems just really in a weird place, but it looks like this.
I or would I just never know of this?
If anyone's proficient, if any of you guys are proficient in religion, you can roll. But if you're not proficient, then you cannot.
Nope.
Okay.
I am not.
Okay, then you cannot. She then speaks up and says, I knew Damien quite well, and I've never seen this mark on him before.
Did Damien have an office where he kept his notes, maybe?
He has his room that he has here in the church, but other than that, I'm not aware of any other place he has spent his time.
Would you mind if we go and check out his room?
I'm afraid I'm not allowed to let you, but I think you should. Just don't get caught.
Thank you, Dad.
Yeah, just go back into the back hallway where all they are. They're all labeled. Just find Damien's. Yeah, and let me know what you find.
I kind of bow to her and I wave at Amai to come with me to his room.
Okay. So you and Mai go down the hallway, and Kyatsa follows, but he's not going in the room. He's gonna kind of like stand watch outside. You check the door is unlocked, and you enter. Pretty simple living space. Doesn't have any like fancy anything really. It is very humble and modest. He has a desk and a bed and a chest that has some belongings in it, and then a wardrobe or slash closet that has various just like clothing you'd wear on any given day. Yeah. Would you like to investigate something specifically, or just kind of look around?
Can I investigate the desk?
Yeah, sure. On the desk, you find a spot on the. Well, actually, you know, roll an investigation check.
Well, can I roll one too?
Yeah, sure.
It's good because I suck at investigation.
So do I.
You guys roll the exact same thing. Okay. You guys are both kind of looking over it, and you guys find on the underside of the table, or sorry, the desk, there are drawings and scratch marks, just kind of like stuff you would do when you're like bored or not paying attention. Nothing significant. Like there's no symbols like from the one on his arm. Kind of just see like maybe like half poems or the cool S symbol, things like that. Inside the drawers, you do find a journal, and inside, it reads. Wait, actually, what languages do you guys know?
I know Elvish. I know Common, Dwarvish, and Elvish.
I know Celestial, Common, Draconic, Elvish, and Thiefskin.
Okay, it is in Celestial, but let's see here. It's pretty much just a journal. It's the first couple pages talk about how he's grown up in Eastbourne, how he's just turned 18, da 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 da. He's gonna become a cleric or a magic healer, under, you know, such and such thing. Skipping forward, you hear certain adventures, or not really adventures, certain excursions he's had into the wastelands. He found a large obelisk out there that had a green glow. It didn't do anything. He investigated it for several days, but nothing came about of it. Then if you kind of go to the end of the journal, in the last, like, I guess the last, towards the end, but not the end, so like 50 pages from the end, it talks about how he's taken up an apprentice who shows a lot of promise for becoming a magic healer. He's teaching her a lot of things, but he hopes that she doesn't exhibit any aptitude for actually performing any magical healing. Reading more into it, you discovered that he doesn't want her to, because if she does, she'll be highly pressured to become a sworn priest of Kamari, and won't be able to do anything else if she does that. then towards the end, it just talks about how he's been contacted to go on an adventure and that he's excited to do so and wants to get back out into the wastes. The time period from the start of the journal to the end of the period, where the last entry was, is like 20 years. So there's a lot in there, but you know.
Can I tell how recent the part was about the apprentice he took out?
It is dated. It was probably about a year ago. Yeah, a year ago is probably what it's dated for.
Is there a name for the apprentice?
Yeah, let me find that real quick. The name is how did I pronounce this yesterday? I love it when I find a name online, I'm like, that's a cool name, and pronounce it one way, and then in game I'm like, how do I pronounce it again? I think it's Renan Lortis. So like that.
Cool. I kind of turn to him. Does this name ring a bell to you?
Which name is it again? I didn't hear.
Renan Lortis. In the fantasy ground.
No.
Mm-hmm. Have you found anything in the room?
No, I have not.
I mean, together you guys have found the journal, but otherwise there's not much. He's a very modest man, didn't have very many things. Like, in this room, the most creative thing you found was the journal and underneath the desk.
Alright. You said there was a chest in the room?
Yep, in the chest. It's not locked, but inside is some simple adventuring equipment, like a set of armor, more practical adventuring clothing, a mace, a shield, just basic stuff you'd need on like adventure, you know, backpack, rope, water skin.
Weird question, but is there any lockpicks?
There are no lockpicks. But what does seem kind of more stands out more out to you is there is a similar to lockpicks in shape and size, but it's like a little pack that has kind of like equipment you would use at like an archaeological dig, like brushes and like these small chisels or things that you would use to like scrape away dirt and or other stuff to kind of find hidden dug up ruins and whatnot.
Amai, do you want any of that stuff?
No.
Alright.
I'm not the kind of person to take something from another man.
Doesn't seem like he's gonna have much use for it for the time being.
But he may. Just leave it here. We don't need it.
Alright.
I guess we just report back to Fjeld and see what he thinks about all this. And I'll ask the lady before we leave. Do you know what kind of gear we'll need to turn him back? Any idea at all?
I have no idea. I just hope that we can find something to save him. Otherwise, he probably will die. It seems like he doesn't have much time left. It looks like it's moving pretty fast.
Alrighty, then yeah, I guess we just go back to Fjeld.
Okay. Please, if you can think of anything. And then you guys kind of walk out.
I'll say yes, he's very important to us.
All right, and then you head back to Feocious.
Yeah, I'm playing chess with Mariel, just on the card or something.
Okay.
That's checkmate 3 times in a row, Mariel.
I let you win.
You said that the last 2 times.
Well, I did.
I'm sure. Amai, Draco, welcome back. I see you don't have Damien with you.
Yes, it seems something has happened to Damien. He doesn't have much time left. There's a symbol. Apparently, the woman that was been treating him doesn't know anything about it, so she's never heard of it before. And his blood is getting black. Am I correct about that, Danny?
Yeah, his veins were turning black.
Yeah, his veins were turning black. And she doesn't know how to fix them. And so I told Draco over here that we should come back and talk to you about it.
Well, I suppose we should go over there. What do you say, Mariel? You know anything about this?
Can we show him like a picture of the mark or something? Like a picture of it?
Did I share it with all of you? I don't know.
Yeah, I see it.
You're asking Mariel? Let me see if he knows anything. Oops. He kind of thinks for a moment and he's just like, no, I've never seen anything like this on all my days.
Well, let's go check it out. Let's bring the whole crew, I guess.
Oh. Alright. Everybody's just been kind of waiting around for something to do, so you kind of rally them all up, and you kind of all head over to...
Yeah, we just take the whole card over, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna argue saying that I've already won.
Well, I'd like to see it for myself.
Take the others and go see it for yourself, then. I've already seen this.
Well, you
I
can
just need to know what we need to do. There's no
That's
point
why-
for me to go with, correct?
That's why I'm taking the others, but, feel free to do what you want. I guess we'll meet you back at the tavern.
Yes, sir.
Alright, and then, we head over.
Alright, so you guys head over. You see, this time no one talks to you unless you want to interrupt them, but you see several, I guess trained healers, whatever, not in the magical sense, but as in like more mundane sense, all working together, trying to figure out a way to stop, as you can slowly see the black veins spreading across his skin. You see cuts, small like scratch marks all over him, almost like he seems like he's been attacked since the last time you saw him. And then also these black marks just seem like some sort of magical thing, you don't know.
Yeah, I'd just like to do like a medicine check quick before I do anything.
Sure.
Yeah.
11. It's... You've never really seen anything like this before, but they do... Pretty much everything I've told you at this point is what you get from that.
Yeah. I call over a nurse.
Okay.
I'm like, has Father Stevens seen any of this?
Yeah, he's been around. He doesn't really know what to do either, so he's kind of been praying, but other than that, no. Would you like to speak with him?
Yes, I would, in fact.
Okay, he's in his study over there. And she points to you towards the other side of the chapel where there's a small door that leads to presumably a study.
I go over there.
Okay. Do you knock or do you just enter?
I just walk in.
Okay. You walk in and you see Father Stevens literally in the middle of like praying. And then you kind of startle him and he kind of like stops halfway through and sees you and then kind of makes a go what the heck gesture and then begins to pray again, and then he finishes up and is like, can I help you?
Glad I didn't catch you in any other activities. Anyways, Father Stephen, so I've discovered that Damien, he has more scratches on him than he did when we delivered him here. So what's all that about?
Your guess is as good as mine. I've been studying and trying to find out what's going on with him. And you can see there's like lots of books. He said he was studying in these books around that you can kind of see in the study area. He seems to be looking for some kind of answer.
Where'd the scratches come from?
They just appeared on his body.
That doesn't happen, Father Stevens.
Yeah, I know.
So where'd they come from?
I wish I could tell you, I don't know.
Alright, did you watch them as they appeared on his body, or did you leave him and then they appeared on his body?
We had someone tending to him overnight, but
Who?
by morning they were there. We had... sorry, let me find the note that has her name on it. We had, Sister Aljeni on it. She's a bright young lady.
Where is she?
I don't know. I thought she was out there. She's
Well, then bring me to her.
Okay. And
We'll bring her in here, actually.
in here. Oh.
Yeah, we'll be using your office for a bit.
Okay. And he walks out. He goes and fetches Aljeni, and
I'm sitting at his desk when he comes back.
okay, power move.
Yeah, my legs are up on his desk and everything.
All right.
Sister Aljeni, is it?
It is Sister Vadrusa.
Vedrusa.
My first name is Aljeni.
Nice to meet you, Sister Vedrusa. Well, I'm just here to talk to you about the events of last night that led to the, current situation with Damien.
Okay.
Please explain what happened last night.
Last night I was just taking care of Damien. He didn't really need anything, so I just make sure he...
And you fell asleep.
No.
Where did you go? Because it's obvious that you left him alone at some point during the night.
I mean, I wasn't watching him like a hawk. I needed to eat sometimes, and so I'd leave to go to the kitchen, but... I don't know. He only needed a little bit of water every so often, and I would do that, but...
And then you'd leave?
Yeah, I'd leave and get some food and come back. But generally I was in the room with him. Nothing happened.
please come show me where he was sleeping last night?
He's still in the spot he was sleeping last night.
Well, take me there.
Okay. And she leads you back out towards like the chapel area where he is on a like side table essentially, being tended to. And this is like a large chapel room, so he's there. He was sleeping there all night. She would make sure he was okay. She'd stay in the room with him, and then sometimes she'd leave to get something to eat.
Father Stephen?
Oh, yes?
What are the safety protocols for your chapel during the nights?
I mean, all the windows and doors are locked.
Alright, I go and inspect all of the windows and doors.
Yeah.
Investigation?
Go ahead, yeah, sure. Okay. So you see that the main entrance has like chains and a padlock. Then most of the windows don't even open, so they don't really have a lock or anything. Some of the windows, like in the rooms of like the other like people who live here, they do have windows that open, but most of them are locked. Father Stephen's window does not lock. It does not have a lock on it. And then, other than that, the rest are locked.
Father Stephen, what happens to your room at night?
It gets dark?
No, do you lock it? Do you leave the door open? What do you do?
Oh, yes. No, I shut the door and I lock it.
But it locks from the inside?
Yes.
You can unlock it inside, correct? Unlock and lock it inside?
Yeah.
Alright. Why doesn't your window lock?
I just never put a lock on it. I like the fresh air.
I'd like to go inspect that window specifically. Look for any marks or anything around it.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Ugh.
F in the chat.
8.
You don't notice any marks or scrapes or anything along the window. The window does creak when it opens. It's a little squeaky. But other than that, you don't see anything interesting about it.
I'd like a second opinion on this if Draco could assist.
Alright, I'm gonna walk over and investigate the window then.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
0.
Perfect. Perfect.
That is a stone wall and a window.
Yep. All checks out.
Draco, if you were trying to rob this place, this window would be the place you would come into, right?
Seeing as it's the only window without a lock on it.
Exactly, no lock. The door locks from the inside. You could sneak in and out without anybody noticing.
Didn't the barkeep say that all windows had to have locks on them, though?
That's what I'm thinking. So, but he doesn't. He likes fresh air, is what he says. So either somebody inside of this place, which I highly doubt, went to kill Damien, try and stop our progression, or somebody snuck in through this window, came through the room, and then just snuck out and cursed him or whatever it is, and then left through the same door.
Do you think this could have anything to do with the beasts that we've seen in town?
Well, a beast can't unlock a door, can it?
They did seem pretty nimble last night.
But they haven't been able to get into a building, let alone manipulate a door without a trace.
And those beasts would not fit through this window. The window is small. Like, it's only like... It could maybe fit one person through it, like a normal humanoid person. If you, like, really squeeze through.
Like a normal human being, like
Yeah.
my size, or like Theosis' size?
Well, for sure Theosis, but probably you, yeah.
Okay.
Well... I send Kiyatsu to go and get Amai to join us.
Gross.
Alright. Kietza goes and fetches Amai. He leads you to the sleeping chambers of Father Stevens.
Amai,
Yes.
I believe this to be a murder or some kind of hindrance of our adventure. Was this? Do any of you remember this mark on him? When we brought him here.
Can I roll like an intelligence check or something to try to remember to see if I saw it?
It was Draco and Amai who picked him up, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Would that be wisdom?
I don't think I even really need to make you roll for it. You guys, well, it's only like last night that you guys did this, so yeah, you do remember seeing that on him.
Like when we dropped him off from the cave?
Yeah. I think I said forearm in the description, but what I really mean is like the bicep area, like where sleeves are. So it might not have been completely visible when you guys first saw him.
But it was definitely there. We saw something.
Yeah, like when you guys like moved him around, like it would like his shirt would come up and you'd see it there. But presumably it's like, why would you think anything of it, at the time?
Yeah.
Well, if you guys saw it, then this mark may have caused this scratch and the black veins and such.
So you think it's a curse
Are you
mark?
proficient with religion, Yoshis?
I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I'm proficient with history, I think. Yeah, I'm proficient with history. Or arcana.
You could roll a history check if you like.
Oh, what the heck? 12.
12, okay.
Okay. Danny, can I make a little argument here?
Sure.
So, like the secret backstory of my character, of the god I follow.
Yeah.
Can I go ahead and try to roll on this because I have some understanding of the gods?
Could
Or
he
like
give me
religious check?
advantage at least?
I will allow it. Because I'm a cool DM, so you can roll as well. Come on.
Could he give me advantage instead since I have +5 on my history?
Nope, not 20 coming in. Nope, no mind.
Nope. That was a 3.
Close.
I will stretch a little bit and say you can roll an Arcana check, Theosis, but if this does not succeed, none of you know anything about it.
Yep, here we go. Risk and reward. Baby,
Alright.
that's even one less.
Wow, wee, wee, wow.
11.
No, you guys have never seen this in your life, and you have no idea what it means or anything like that.
What about Merle? Merle have any understanding?
He looks at it and is like, I've never seen this before in my life.
If anybody would know, it would be Kiyatsu. He seems to have a knowledge of the things out there.
Let's see. Why don't I just have every NPC roll?
Yeah, we'd like that. Father Stephen next.
Why do I have Damien roll and he'll just tell you or something? No,
Yeah, there we go.
no,
Can we
Damien's
get that
unconscious.
barkeep to try?
The barkeep, the blacksmith, the barkeep, the random citizen number 29.
Where are my pants, guy?
Honey, where are my pants? Okay. Yatsu also does not know. Let me just see if any of the other NPCs I have here are proficient in religion or history.
Some like even low level, like no one cares about in the church. Okay. We're
Some
definitely
like
not.
bookworm sitting in the corner studying, like, oh, actually, I think I know what
Is there
that
a
is.
library?
Library?
Yeah.
There's not like a public library, but there is a library.
Like, Father Stephen has one in it, right?
Father Stephen has his own personal study. That is kind of like the church's kind of thing, which you probably
Yeah,
could
I'd
get
like
access
to-
to. But there is a separate library that is strictly for the military.
Yeah, I'd like to go to Father Stephen's library. And, Father Stephen, have you found anything about this symbol, or do you recognize it at all?
I don't know much, but I suspect it has some sort of demonic nature.
Well, if we cut off the symbol, then that should be the end of our troubles, shouldn't it?
Maybe? I honestly don't
what
know.
way to know?
Well, it can't have any effect on him if it's not attached to him, can it?
Possibly. But I don't think you should do that. You're welcome
Well,
to
Father,
help look for an answer in my books, but other than that, I don't know what to tell you.
we'll look for a bit longer, but if it comes down to it, we are going to cut off the symbol, see if anything works, because that is the last option I feel as though we have.
The military have a library, though. Do you think maybe they'd know?
Well, do they research demonic creatures or anything?
Honestly, no one knows what they have the library for. Possibly documents and other classified things, I suppose.
Well, Father Stephen, you look here, and if you find any symbol, tell us. That is alike or matches this one.
Okay.
And we'll go to the military.
Okay. And he just gets back to
Alright.
studying.
Let's take the cart and go to the military, everybody.
It's like literally like 500 feet up the street.
Yeah, I still take the cart.
Okay. So you guys show up to the stronghold that is the barracks slash, I don't know, I guess location of the military here, military presence. You walk inside and you are kind of looked at funny until eventually someone walks up to you and says, "Can I help you?"
Hi, good evening. I am a student at Gargill Wizard Academy. And I was told that you had some books about like some different symbols or something.
Make a deception check.
Are you kidding me? Why can't I roll above a 10?
I rolled the nat one as soon as I got on this morning. Like as soon as I logged in.
He
It's not
cursed
gonna
it.
be a good day for rolls. I'm sorry.
It was a bad omen. It was
Can
a
I
bad
help
omen.
I told you. I always roll that 1d20.
Can I help him? Since I am proficient in deception.
How do you help him? In what way do you
Shit.
help the deception occur?
I look like we're looking for symbols.
I'm sorry, I can't let that go. You can't help.
I wasn't prepared for a follow-up.
The guard kind of looks at you and is like, "Do you have any paperwork, sir?"
Oh, of course. And I take out my student ID from Gargill's Wizard Academy.
Okay. Do you have any state orders or any kind of
Did I need-
formal letter that tells you have
Oh
access?
my goodness. I am so stupid, I totally forgot about that. Oh my goodness. Draco, did you bring them?
Bring what?
The papers for the research so that we could have access to the library.
Oh! Sure, and I just grab a blank piece of paper out of my backpack and give it to Theocius.
Oh, I forgot to sign it, I see. And then I write the entire thing.
Just right there in front of him?
Yeah. I forgot to sign it, sorry, my bad.
He looks at it. You know, I could put you in jail for forgery.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, why don't you just leave then? Come back when you have the right paperwork.
Alright, I will. And then we
Okay.
go. And I go back to the cart for an hour, or back to the church for an hour, and there I'll have Father Stevens forge the note.
Father Stevens, he doesn't even have a forgery kit.
Well, it just doesn't have, it has to be not in my handwriting, you know?
Okay.
Because he recognizes mine now.
Father Stevens is like, and should I write on the note?
Letter.
Letter. Now what? Wait, where'd Dallin go? I think he might have crashed or something.
I left it in my other trousers.
Alright, so I guess I'll roll for Father Stevens to see how well he's able to write a note that seems legit.
He's written legit notes before, so this can't be much different, you know?
Obviously, you got a nat 20.
Obviously.
He hands you a note that looks like a 4-year-old wrote it. It just says, I have access to everything I want. Signed, then like some official name.
Father Stephen,
Father Stephen.
I am disappointed in you.
Oh shit.
I told you what to write.
You said letter.
What is this?
I don't know.
I told you to write. I told you to write like you're from the Garrigal Wizard Academy. Not
What?
I have access to books.
When did you say that? All I heard was letter.
Get back to reading, old man.
I walk over and I just slam my hand on the table. Where can I get a goddamn forgery kit?
I don't know. Somewhere in town, maybe. Not likely. They're kind of illegal.
I don't care if they're legal.
If you get me it, I am
Nice.
proficient.
Wait, you're proficient. You might have it already.
I don't think so. Not
Oh,
in my
maybe
inventory.
not. Thieves,
do you need for a
tools,
forgery kit?
tinderbox. Water skin. Yeah, you don't have one. Okay. Let me see if I can look it up. If it has like specific items. Forgery kit. Small box contains a variety of papers and parchments, pens and inks, seals and sealing wax, gold and silver leaf, and other supplies necessary to create a convincing forgeries of physical documents.
So all we need is some wax.
Yeah, sure.
I have paper and pens.
You also need like a specific seal, but sure.
Well, I have the seal on my student ID, so we just need to copy that.
Can I copy that and then do that with this pen and paper he's got?
Well, you know what? Since you're proficient with it, but you don't actually have one, let's see here. You can make a dexterity check with a +2 additional to whatever else you need. Whatever else goes with.
Dexterity +2?
Yep.
Come on. There we go.
Yes!
Okay. So you want it to say what exactly?
Some teacher at Gargle Wizard Academy allows Theosius Depland access to the military
And
books.
Draco.
Yes, and Draco.
And
Access.
Amai, and
No,
Ariel,
no.
and
No,
Raishan, and
no.
Stacy, and
Fuck all those other guys.
No,
just start
Draco.
listing off like 20 people.
Just
Theo
and
should-
Draco because Draco went with first.
Yeah,
So
Theosius
that's
and
already mine.
Draco access to the military library at town name.
Okay. Even though you rolled a 20, I wouldn't be confident, okay? Because you didn't actually have a real forgery kit. It's still gonna be a deception check that's gonna happen here.
Deception check on my part?
Probably yes.
Okay,
but
that's fine.
not yet. You kind of have to sell it to him when you get there.
I think we should do Fiosho with advantage.
Oh, I'm not good at
Yes,
deception.
Yeah, deception with the advantage. No, it's just because you presented all the like talking points originally, so it'd be kind of weird for him to come in and kind of take the lead on it.
Shoot.
Okay, I got a letter from my sister who's going to Garagos. I could use that as part of my deception. Be like, I'm coming to get research on symbols for my sister who's currently attending Garagos.
Yeah, me and her are lab partners.
There you go.
Lab partners. We're lab partners. And I just decided to go 3 weeks away to do this thing for an assignment.
Yeah, somebody had to.
Okay. All right, so you guys head back into the barracks. The same guy kind of steps up, is like, "Got your paperwork, sir?"
And I kind of just pull out the paper and hand it to him.
I want to be standing outside if what is it? When they go in.
Okay. He kind of looks at it for a second. Is this real?
Of course. I'm here to get research for my sister, who's currently attending Garagos.
My lab partner.
Okay. He then opens the seal, reads the letter. You can make a deception check. Just a straight roll. No advantage, no disadvantage, nothing.
Or that's not great.
Every time.
It's, uh, come on, be a stupid guard. Be a stupid guard.
Please, we just need one stupid guard.
He says,
Self-deception.
I'm gonna let you go. But you are gonna have to be under watch.
That's fine.
All
We
right.
aren't doing anything illegal.
That's to be seen. Just head down the stairs. You'll see the archives.
Thank you. Would you be our guard? That would be pretty epic.
Pretty epic, bro. That'd be PogChamp.
Yeah.
No, I'll send another one down.
Fine. And then research time.
Research time.
Yeah, I love looking for
Will
symbols.
we have a research montage?
Yeah.
Research montage. Okay. So you and Draco, so Theocius and Draco, you two are the ones going down. You are immediately found by two guards. One is following Draco specifically, the other one is following Theocius specifically. And anytime you guys get to what seems like a classified area, they immediately stop you.
Stab me? No.
They stop you. They stop you and don't let you go any further. But you guys can roll. What's a good skill to attribute to finding, to researching?
History?
Definitely not investigation.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like investigation is kind of a mean one. Because it's
I
like,
think maybe history, yeah.
I think history sounds more accurate. So
I don't know,
we'll,
wisdom to figure out what kind of books you're looking for.
yeah, we'll go with history for now. So everyone, you two can make a history check.
No! 8!
Come on. 11.
All right. Most of the information in this archive are reports from because this town has been here for the last 200 years, so it's got a lot of reports on just random things that have happened. You're not finding very much. You spent probably about, I would say, an hour and a half so far looking through stuff.
Could
Oh,
I
wait.
try to
I
stealth
got
away from the guard?
Don't do that, I got something.
Okay, alright. Never mind. Definitely not.
Excuse me, Sir Guard, where is the restroom?
Just I can escort you there. They're up the
Yes, please.
okay, and he leads you out of the archive, up the stairs, down a hallway, and there is a restroom essentially.
Okay. I go in. Does he come in with me?
No, he waits outside.
Are there stalls?
Kind of. Yeah, there's stalls.
Okay. I cast invisibility on myself and then leave
Okay.
and
Okay.
go to the classified section.
He's just gonna see a door open.
Yeah,
No.
that's what.
There's no door. It's just like a open.
Oh. Yes,
Archway?
it's like airports.
Yeah, like airports, or like a mall or something where you just walk in and there's some stalls. So you walk out. I need you to make a stealth check with advantage.
Advantage. Go. Come on. Oh, wow. Now I roll above 10. Twice.
Okay. You are very quiet. You are watching where you're stepping, even though you can't see your feet. And I'm gonna drop something. You make your way back down. You make your way into the archive. Very stealthily, because there are 2 guards there and there are doors, so seeing one open without anyone come in or out is weird. But you walk in and they don't follow. They just assume maybe someone was about to walk out but decided otherwise. And you are able to kind of roam wherever you want.
Nice. Research time, part 2.
How long does invisibility last?
An hour.
Okay. So you may both roll another history check.
Oh, cool.
Yes! Oh! 17! Finally!
Okay.
I see books.
Yeah, you see a lot of books and scrolls and other forms of information storage. Okay. So, Theosius, you are currently exploring and searching through the more classified information. You find a specific scroll that is a I guess an encounter report or some kind of daily report or some sort of situation report, like almost like a Black Ops type mission report. You find that it talks about deep inside the residuum mines that has been discovered. They've been discovered. Shoot, I should have looked this up a second before I got on today. Give me a second just to find it.
Only took us 3 different ways of investigating the symbol to finally get it. Am I right?
Okay. You find so it's this thing, and it talks about how deep in the mines is a large ruin of the Hinaras, which is a civilization, ancient civilization that is the youngest, so it's like the closest to current day out of like the many that we know of. And it seems to be some kind of large mining, I guess you want to say a town, underground town. Inside the town, there was a quarry pit almost, and digging down, it looks like the Hinaras people found an even more ancient ruin. So a ruin in their time, which was from the Pelem, I believe is the name of the. Let me check. Yeah, the Pelem. And
For all those viewers that don't know what the Pelem is, could you explain that to us?
Okay. The Pelem is the oldest culture that as we can find in any remains of. The artifacts we find or in the artifacts we find from this culture, are often depictions of demons that walk among men and do evil things. Blah blah blah. There's just a lot of. They're the most ancient of the races, or sorry, of the cultures and civilizations. In a lot of the in a lot of their art, there is this figure known as Lesh Rathganisbeg, which is supposedly some sort of guardian figure, and he is sort of this how to describe this? He is the person who had the spear to begin with. That's why it is called the Spear of Lesh, and that is what you guys are searching for. That's the whole kind of goal of this adventure is you've been sent on. Anyways, so that's the Pelem, the oldest culture we know. You don't really know much else other than that. Then the Hinaras, just check it real quick. I'll give you a little overview on them. The Hinaras is the youngest dead civilization. We find many remains of them, and they seemed very adept with spellcraft. And so you guys, as in modern day, we find lots of spell scrolls from the era. Sadly, many we know not how to use. So essentially, a lot of the scrolls seem way advanced. Like they don't seem to work well with the way magic is used in modern day. It's almost like it's a different type of magic. Almost like it's like trying to. It's like the Hinaras have figured a way to tap into deeper wells of magic than has been lost to modern day. Because whenever someone tries to use one of their spell scrolls, it's almost like the power is bottlenecked, and it always ends badly unless someone were to figure out how to do it. Anyways, back to the mission report. It says that there is a Hinara's ruin deep in the mines, and then further in this mine, or I guess in the town of this culture, is a quarry, and at the bottom of the quarry, it seems that they discovered a tomb, not like a large complex of rooms, but rather a single coffin, stone coffin. The scroll gets even weirder as it begins to talk about how the coffin was opened, and around the coffin was a large ritual circle. And in the ritual circle was a gnomish person standing there, living, breathing, talking, and everything other than that. It says that they just left them there, and they've been ordered to not allow anyone deeper into the mines, essentially.
Oh, Damien, what have you gotten yourself into?
So they did try to collapse the cave, and it seems they were successful.
Mm-hmm.
At least back when this report was written. It is dated to have been over 100 years ago.
Yeah, I stashed the scroll.
Okay. It did take you probably a good 45 minutes to find this, so you have maybe 15 minutes left on that visibilities.
I want to quickly look for any other scrolls that are labeled about like Panem or anything. Pelem.
Yeah, the Pelem.
Pelem.
Let's see here. I can actually just write that in. I can write the names of them real quick. Right,
okay.
Right there. Okay, so the Pelem. Inaris. There is one more that's pretty common called Poisa. But there is nothing like them currently. In this whole area, looking around, there is lots of Hinaris. It would seem that Pelem is the rare one because they are the oldest culture that we're aware of. But kinda, yeah, if you want, you can just kind of like pick a random scroll and start reading it. Otherwise,
Do they have like titles?
No, they're all dated by like, they're all like titled obscure, like letter of sequence of numbers and letters essentially. Maybe by date as well.
Yeah, I'll just leave then
Okay.
if I can't get any specific.
But you did take the one up that was about the mines, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you head where exactly?
I go back to the bathroom,
Okay, the guard is no longer there.
and then I leave the bathroom.
Okay. You walk out, and everyone kind of is just walking by you at this point, not paying attention to you.
And I go look for Draco.
All right. You head down to the archive. The guards kind of look at you and are like, I'm sorry, but you need to have an escort, sir.
No, mine left me in the bathroom.
That is unfortunate, but I cannot let you go further.
Well, can you bring me to my friend?
I suppose so. All right, and then they lead you, or one of them leads you into to the archives. Looking through the archives, you eventually find Draco. The archives are pretty large, so you could easily be kind of not lost, but like you could hide in here. Yeah.
Hey, Draco.
When he finds me, I'm just gonna be like staring at the books, just kind of nodding my head.
Hey, Draco. I wrote down what we needed for the research project.
Oh. Then we should go.
Yes.
All right. So you guys head back up, rejoin the party. On your way out, one of the guards, the guard that was walking with you, Fjeld, just kind of like looks at you and is like, "Wait, what?" And he just looks really confused, doesn't do anything. Then he kind of gets back to whatever he was doing after he left you. You guys head out to the cart, and that is where we will take our halfway break.
Nice.
All right, so let's just call it a good 15-minute break for a second, or 15 to 10-minute. Go get something to eat, use the bathroom or something.
Annie, can I have a kiss from you?
A what?
A kiss.
No.
Can you say you love me?
No.